Yeah, welcome to Sidebar Convo, where the real talk happens on the side.
Good morning to all my investors and stuff out there, man. Thank y'all for coming through on this lovely Friday morning, and welcome to another edition of the Sidebar Convo Radio Show, man, where we preview this week's Entrepreneurial Conversation podcast episode. So thank you once again for coming through. And today's topic, man, we're going to be talking about is one that every entrepreneur will face sooner or later. And that is things to avoid when building a team for your business. But before we jump into the convo, man, you know what time it is, guys. First, grab your glass out your cabinet, whatever you have your glass sitting at. And also, man, grab your favorite drink because, man, we about to have a great conversation for today, man. Whatever your drink is, guys, man, go ahead because it's time for us to have the Sidebar Convo Radio Show for this great entrepreneur episode that's going to be dropping this Monday, what have you. But before we jump into the topic for today, you know what time it is, guys. If you are listening to this show for today, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you right now listen to you on the channel, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the Invest Media channel. And also my first time listeners, definitely hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit the notification bell and hit all so you can be notified when a new episode or anything drop on this Invest Media channel. And also, guys, make sure you invest in hitting that like button, guys. It's free to invest in hitting that like button, and also hit the hype button, man. Hype it up, man. Hype this up because we trying to get this into the algorithm so everybody can be able to become abreast of what's going on within this channel, what have you. And if you are aspiring entrepreneur or new entrepreneur, this is the hub for you, or a hub for entrepreneurs in general, man, just to come, converse amongst like-minded people like yourself, man. Have great conversation, give great advice, information, what have you, man. This is what this channel is for. And for once again, thank y'all for coming through, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the conversation for today. And also I want to say something real quick. Hey guys, I've been giving y'all some great episodes of this Sidebar Conversation radio show, to the point where it feel like I'm giving 2 full shows. So I've definitely got to be mindful because I just want this show to be a brief breakdown of what the full episode gonna be about. But when I'm editing and I'm looking at it, I'm giving y'all more than a 10-minute breakdown show. Of course, this show is going to run past 10 minutes, but the conversation itself, I'm going to try to keep it at a 10-minute maximum, just a brief breakdown, because when I get into my mode of talking and breaking down things, sometimes I get going. So I have to hold myself accountable and make sure I just give y'all a good 10-minute breakdown because I don't want to hold y'all too long on these Friday morning episodes. It's just a quick conversation so you become abreast. And definitely jump down in the comment section, guys. Jump down in the comment section, and the questions that I left in the comment section, please answer the questions so we can start some conversation, guys. Start some conversations within this episode that we are having for today. But let's get into the episode for today, guys. Today, like I said, man, we're going to be talking about is things to avoid when building a team for your business. So you got to understand, man, hiring people, guys, isn't the hard part. Hiring the right people and building a team that helps your business grow is where many entrepreneurs struggle, right? So today we're going to touch on some of the biggest mistakes business owners make and give you an opportunity to send in your questions before we dive deeper in the full podcast, guys. So jump down in the comment section and leave a comment, any experience. If you already have a team or you trying to hire, set up a team right now, let us know, man, how that's going, right? So the first key point of building a team, what to avoid, what have you, is every hire changes your business, and one person can completely change your company for either the better or the worse. Let me say it again. One person can completely change your company for the better or worse. So you got to ask yourself, right, when you get to this point of hiring people and what have you, right? Are you hiring because your business is growing, or are you hiring because you're overwhelmed, right? So these going to be the things that we're going to touch on and talk about in the full episode and what have you. So are you hiring because your business is growing, or are you hiring because you're overwhelmed? So if you at this key point, drop down in the comment section and leave your experience. If you have experience in this, what have you, or are you hiring because your business is growing, or are you just overwhelmed, what have you? Because it's a totally big different thing of when, making a decision of why you hiring, right? So a rush hire can create more stress, lower productivity, customer service problems, and financial losses. So we're going to dive deep. Like I said, we're going to dive a lot more deeper. I'm going to go more in depth when it comes to the full episode. So definitely that's why you want to tune in on Mondays to the full episode, so you can get a deeper explanation, what have you, to why it may be more stressful, why it may cause lower productivity, and why customer service problems may become an issue, and financial losses, right? So, question, right? Have you ever hired someone you knew wasn't the right fit, and what happened? So that question right there, drop down, leave it in the comment section. If you are at this point, right, let me read the question one more time. Have you ever hired someone you knew wasn't the right fit, and what happened, right? So key point number 2, guys, don't build a team based on emotions. Let me say it again. Don't build a team based on emotions, right? Because many entrepreneurs make emotional hiring decisions, right? For example, right, hiring family members because you feel obligated. So you definitely don't want to do that, because you running a business, not a charity, right? You running the business, not a charity, right? Hiring friends because you trust them, right? The thing about it is, yes, it may be your friends, but at the same time, your friends might not look at your business the same way you do, right? Even though you trust them, they might not be the right fit. They might not have the right mindset. They might not be business savvy like you are, and what have you, right? So the other thing is keeping employees who consistently underperform because you don't like confrontation. And that's the thing about it. You have people out here, managers, business owners, who are not confrontational, but you cannot I'm not saying you have to crash out and be confrontational, but you gotta have that power to be able to, or that will to be able to let somebody go if they not bringing anything to the table when it comes to your business, because you're going to be solely responsible for any financial losses or anything that's going to cause harm to your business, what have you. So definitely, and sometimes people that are non-confrontational, they usually leave the firing up to somebody else they know that's have the goal to be able to do it and what have you, right? So a successful business requires difficult decisions. So you got to be willing as a business owner, entrepreneur, what have you, to be able to make the difficult decisions, the tough decisions. You have to be able to do that, because if you can't make the tough decisions, then whatever is going on within your business is going to cause your business to start failing and what have you. So you gotta be able to make the tough decisions when they are need to be made and what have you. So sometimes protecting the business means making uncomfortable choices. You have to be able to become comfortable of becoming uncomfortable, right? So you have to make the uncomfortable choices, which can be firing your family member, firing your friend, firing somebody that you really like, but you have to let them go. You have to make the toughest decision possible that may make you feel uncomfortable. At the end of the day, this could be something that saves your business and what have you, right? So another question, right? Should loyalty outweigh performance? Why or why not? So jump down in the comment section and leave your answer to that question. Let me read it one more time. Should loyalty outweigh performance? Why or why not? So this is important right here. These questions is getting the conversation going, so we can start jumping down the comment section and start, having that conversation with each other, bouncing ideas off each other, conversing, just giving each other ideas, helping each other out and what have you. So jump down in the comment section and definitely answer that question, because I like to see y'all answer. I like to see what y'all experience and what y'all going through. Even especially if you at this point or you past this point, you went through this, it'd be great, because we want to see what we can do or others can do to avoid the situation. You might have some information that can help a lot of people and what have you, right? So key point number 3, guys, culture is everything, right? Let me say it again. Culture is everything. When we talk about culture, is your business culture, your culture within your business, what have you, right? So skills matter. You definitely want to add people to the team that have skills for what you are hiring for, right? You just don't want to hire because you like somebody. You don't want to hire somebody because they're your family member and they need a job, or what have you, or they your friend and they need a job. You want to make sure they are skilled at what what position you are hiring for, because that saves you a lot of time of any setbacks, mess up, and what have you, financial. It's gonna call you financial losses and what have you, right? So character matters even more. So you want to hire somebody with a personality, somebody who has outstanding character, right? People that represent your business, your culture within your business and what have you. So that's very important, guys. So we definitely gonna dive deep in that when it comes to the full episode. So what I say, skills matter, character matters. You can teach someone software, right? So you can always teach somebody. You can always train people, right? You can show people how to do the job, even though they skilled at it, but they still need to be trained of how you expect the job to be done, or what you need to be done far as that job, right? You can teach people software, but the thing about it, you can't easily teach people is accountability, integrity, professionalism, and positive attitude. Let me say it again. What you cannot easily teach people is accountability, because you got to be a person that's willing to take accountable for whatever you do that's wrong, mess up and what have you. That's up to the individual, right? Integrity, right? So integrity is up to the individual, doing the right things when no one's around. You standing on your integrity, right? Professionalism. You definitely want to make sure a person you hire understand what professionalism is, being professional at all time, even though you may run across someone, especially say for instance, customer, right? You still got to remain professional at all times, right? At a job setting, you still got to remain professional at all times, right? Dealing with clients, got to remain professional at all times, right? You cannot teach that. That got to be within a person mindset, attitude, what have you, and positive attitude, right? So you got to understand, your culture becomes your brand. Let me say it again. Your culture becomes your brand. So if anybody is not representing your culture, not upholding to your culture and what have you, you definitely got to let them go, because this reflects your brand. This reflects leadership, what have you, right? So you definitely don't want somebody to get a false interpretation of your leadership and what have you, or your brand, right? So key point number 4, right? Key point number 4, guys, is stop trying to do everything yourself. So let me say it again. Key point. This is the last key point, and then we're gonna wrap this conversation up, because like I said, I wanted to keep this at least a 10-minute mark, a brief little rundown of what the full episode want to be about, because I want to leave this shows for a platform where people come in, can converse, can have conversation leading up to the main episode and what have you. So key point number 4, stop trying to do everything yourself, guys. Stop trying to do everything yourself, because you got to understand, this is one mistake entrepreneurs make, believing that nobody can do the job as well as they can. And And that's one thing you don't want to tell yourself, because it's somebody out there who can do the job as equal as you or even better. And that's the type you want. You want somebody who you can trust, who can get the job done, that can do it in a way where you feel good about, right? You might as well say you feel great about, right? So that's a plus to you, right? So, and the thing about that is, man, as your business grows, you got to get to a point where you have to start finding, you're gonna have to start building you a team. Might as well say you're gonna have to, right? Because as your business grow, you're gonna have to start delegating a lot of things that's time consuming, so that you can free up time so you can start working on other aspects or other areas of your business, right? And that's very important, right? Because when you're working on time consuming things, that's going to hinder you from working on things that you really need to get done, right? Or give you free time to go out and create more opportunities for your business or create more ideas for your business, right? So you want to get to the point where you can start delegating and understand delegation isn't weakness. Delegation is a benefit for you. You actually going to benefit from it and what have you. So that's why it's important as your business grow is for you to start building you a strong team. Very important, guys. And another thing is, if your business depends on you for every decision, you don't own a business, you own a job. For the simple fact is, as your business grow, right, you don't want to cause yourself to start experience burnt out and what have you, or anything like, for instance, you getting sick, right? Because if your business solely depends on you for every decision, then that can affect your company's growth, right? That can prevent you from focusing on different strategies for your business, right? And it can risk you completely, can risk your business to collapse and what have you, because of you experience burnt out or you getting sick, right? So that's the thing about it, man. You don't want your business to solely depend on you making every decision, guys. But like I said, we're gonna dive deep into this on a full episode. So this was just giving you a brief breakdown of what the full episode going to be about, and start the conversation early so you can spend a weekend conversing amongst each other, bouncing off ideas from each other, and getting ready for the full episode to drop, man, so we can go ahead and have a great in-depth conversation when the full episode drops. So understand this, guys, man. In our full, entrepreneur conversation episode, we're going to discuss hiring mistakes entrepreneurs regret, right? Red flags to watch for during interviews, right? Building a winning company culture, right? When it's time to let someone go, right? And how to build a team that helps your business grow instead of holding it back. So those are the things we're going to touch on the full episode of Entrepreneurial Conversations. So definitely tap into it every morning. Every Monday morning at 6 is when the pre-recorded conversation starts and what have you. And Sidebar Convo Radio Show pre-recorded conversation starts at 7 every Friday. So you wake up, end your week off with a great conversation, man, leading into Monday. Start your grind off with a great in-depth conversation. So we hitting you on both ends, guys. And for my listeners that came in today, man, make sure you comment, leave the questions that I have and the questions that I'm going to leave in. I might leave them in the description or the comment section. Answer the questions. Let's go ahead and get this conversation, continue the conversation, what have you, down in the comment section. I love to see y'all experience. Like I said, if you already been through building you a team, you got past that point, you got you strong, drop it down in the comment section. Let us know your experience. Let us know what you did. Anything that you can touch on, any more things you can add to this conversation, man, go ahead. This is what we love about it. This is the hub for like-minded people that want to become entrepreneurs, that want to build, that want to change their future and what have you. So I'm gonna leave these questions. I got a couple questions. Like I said, I'm gonna leave it either in the description. So look in the description. If it's not there, it's gonna be down in the comment section. So questions is, what's been your biggest hiring mistake? Will you hire family to work in your business? Is attitude more important than experience? What's the hardest part about managing employees? And how do you know when it's time to let someone go, guys? So remember, business don't grow because they hire more people. They grow because they hired the right people. The team you build today will shape the future of your business tomorrow, guys. So be sure you tune in to the full Entrepreneurial Conversation podcast, man. Might as well say Entrepreneur Conversation on Monday, where we break down the practical strategies to help you avoid costly team building mistakes and build a business that can grow with confidence, guys. So until next time, man, this is the Sidebar Convo Radio Show. Keep building, keep learning, keep investing in your vision, guys. Yep.